Why consistency is key. You don't have to be the smartest, the fastest, the richest, or even the most talented person in the room. But if you are consistent, you will outrun everyone who is not. Consistency beats brilliance when brilliance is inconsistent. It beats perfection when perfection only shows up once in a while. What separates the dreamers from the doers, the hopeful from the successful, and the almost made it from the legends is consistency. You can have all the plans in the world, but if you don't show up every day, those plans will mean nothing. The truth is, results don't come from intensity, they come from consistency. It's not about going hard for 1 week and burning out, it's about showing up every single day, even when it's boring, even when it's hard, even when it feels like nothing is changing. Let's be clear, consistency is not about perfection. It's not about doing things perfectly every single time. It's about staying committed to the process. It's about doing what you said you'd do, long after the mood you said it in has left. That's where the difference is made. When others are distracted, when others get tired, when others look for shortcuts, you remain steady. You keep moving. That's consistency. And that's power. We live in a world that worships intensity and overnight success, but behind every success story is a long trail of consistency. Behind every overnight success is usually 5, 10, 15 years of quiet work. Consistency is the secret that nobody wants to talk about because it's not glamorous. It's not flashy. But it works. Think of a seed. When you plant it, you don't dig it up the next day to check on it. You water it. You show up. You keep caring for it daily, even when nothing seems to be happening. But under the surface, something is growing. And one day, that seed breaks through the ground. That's how success works. That's how personal growth works. That's how change works. Slowly. Daily. Consistently. The person who commits to small, consistent actions will outperform the person who waits for the perfect time to take massive action. Because consistency builds momentum. Momentum builds progress. And progress builds confidence. And confidence builds everything else. If you go to the gym once a month and lift heavy weights, you might feel sore, but you won't see results. But if you go 3 times a week and do simple, consistent workouts, you'll see a change. It might take time. But time plus consistency equals transformation. Whether it's health, business, relationships, or spiritual growth, consistency is the foundation. The beautiful part about consistency is that you don't have to get everything right at once. You just have to get something right, regularly. Progress is built in layers. Every action adds up. Every repetition counts. Every effort makes you stronger, sharper, and closer to the goal. That's the magic of it. But here's the challenge: consistency is hard because it's boring. It lacks excitement. There are no fireworks in repetition. No loud applause. No immediate reward. Just you, your habits, and your willpower. Most people can be great for a day. Some can be excellent for a week. But very few can be consistent for a year. That's why most people never finish what they start. They get excited, then discouraged. Inspired, then distracted. Consistency is the answer to that cycle. Discipline and consistency are twins. One fuels the other. You may not always feel motivated, but if you're disciplined, you'll stay consistent. Motivation is a wave, discipline is an engine. Motivation may inspire you to start, but consistency is what keeps you going when motivation is nowhere in sight. That's the mindset shift. You don't rely on feeling good. You rely on doing what needs to be done, no matter what. Ask any elite athlete, successful entrepreneur, or master craftsman what got them to the top, and they won't say a few lucky breaks. They'll say, I didn't quit. I kept showing up. I did the work, over and over. That's consistency. They outlasted everyone who gave up early. The best part. Consistency is available to anyone. You don't need special talent. You don't need connections. You just need to decide and commit. Every day you show up builds character. It builds identity. You begin to see yourself differently, not as someone who tries, but as someone who follows through. That shift changes everything. Imagine what your life would look like if you committed to being consistent in just one area for the next year. Just one. Whether it's writing, saving money, improving your health, learning a skill, what if you gave it steady attention, day after day, without quitting? You would be shocked at the results. That's the power of compounded effort. The small things add up over time. 1 page a day is a book in a year. 1 workout a day is a new body in 6 months. 1 kind act daily is a new reputation. Small doesn't mean insignificant. It means sustainable. When people think about greatness, they often imagine a single moment that changed everything. But greatness is not one moment, it's a series of consistent decisions. One after the other. 1,000 silent choices when nobody is watching. That's what builds legacy. Let's be honest, you won't always feel like it. Some days you'll be tired. Some days you'll be discouraged. Some days you'll question if it's even working. But on those days, remind yourself why you started. Remind yourself of what's at stake. Your consistency isn't just about now, it's about who you're becoming. When you're consistent, you build trust with yourself. You prove to yourself that you are dependable. That you can rely on your own word. That matters more than you know. Most people don't trust themselves to follow through. But once you do, you become unstoppable. Because you no longer need external approval, you're powered by internal certainty. The world may not notice your consistency at first, but eventually, it will. Quiet consistency always makes a loud impact. The person who quietly works behind the scenes, day in and day out, will eventually emerge with results that no one can ignore. People will ask how you did it. And the answer won't be magic, it'll be consistency. So if you're tired, don't quit, rest and then keep going. If progress feels slow, keep going anyway. If no one is cheering for you, clap for yourself and keep going. Because consistent effort beats rare moments of greatness. Every single time. Let this be your reminder, you don't have to do everything today. But you do have to do something. Take a small step. Show up for yourself. Do what you said you'd do. The results will come. The confidence will grow. The progress will compound. All because you chose to stay consistent. No matter how far your goal may seem right now, remember that it's not about reaching it all at once. It's about moving closer to it every single day. One small step. One simple action. Over and over again. That's what makes the difference. That's what transforms lives. And that's why consistency is, and will always be, the key.